morning, everyone, and welcome to the special edition here of the Charity First Handicapping Challenge. We've been having this challenge all year long, and really the reason we have this is to raise money for Karma. And here we have two of the fine representatives from Karma right here at Santa Anita, because tomorrow, Chappie, is Aftercare Awareness Day.
Yeah, it is, George. So, a special day today. Having two gentlemen on that are very prominent with Karma, and we welcome Mr. Howard Zucker and Billy Koch. How you doing this morning, gentlemen? Bill, how you doing, Howard?
I'm great. I'm just fine. Happy to be on.
Yeah, he's fine because he won yesterday. He's feeling really good about himself, unlike the rest of us.
So few opportunities.
So go ahead, George.
Almost won last time. Oh man, just missed last time, but this time just a perfect ride and looked awesome. Congratulations.
Well, that one was for Neil French, and
yeah,
he didn't have all his paperwork done the first time we ran her, so we got beat in neck. But he was all registered in there yesterday and gave us that little push. That filly's turning out to be a pretty nice filly. 109.
Yeah, and a terrific ride yesterday, and very, very nice, well-timed ride, and won easily, and hopefully she came out of the race all right, huh?
Yeah, like she didn't run. Jessica kind of geared her down the last part. She's really learned to ride patient on the grass. Good little rider.
And Jessica will be our guest on tomorrow's show. We're just going to highlight her a little bit and how much she's come along and turning into a terrific rider and actually improving quite a bit. Don't you think, Howard?
Yeah, I think she's got to be like up for the Eclipse Award for Apprentice Rider. I'd love to see her win it.
Yeah,
I'd like to see the rest of Howard's frame. I feel badly that his hand has to cover his office. Oh, there you go. I like it.
Is that better?
There you go.
Is that better?
So
neither one of these computers I'm trying to work with is picking you guys up, so I'm on my phone.
Okay. And Billy Koch, of course, the founder of Little Red Feather Racing, and also a board member of Karma. Billy, how are you doing this morning? I know yesterday was a little bit tough, but we got to bounce back in this game. Is that right?
This game is peaks and valleys. You win some, you lose some, and basically I think you really have to have a short memory. You have to be like a closer in baseball. You have to be, you give up the home run, you have to come right back the next day and do it again. So you can feel sorry for yourself for I'm going to give myself about 10 minutes, and then you have to move on and figure out how to regroup. But it was a tough night last night. I'm not going to lie, but you know what? There are my word is perspective, and you keep everything in perspective. And what you guys are doing for Karma, and what all of us as owners, and whether you're a horse player or a trainer or a blacksmith or someone at Santa Anita, it's really, really important to support Karma. Howard's got our hat on: own, race, retire. Aftercare is not an afterthought. That's what we say. And these horses have to have places to go when they're done with their racing careers. And that's why Howard and I believe that Karma is so important. And people like Lucinda Mandela and especially Madeline Auerbach, who started it all back in the day, we just believe in the program, and we're here to help support. And that's why we're here today.
It's great to have you guys on, and Karma obviously has been doing a phenomenal job growing. Safety has really become a priority, especially here in the Stronach group of late. Not that it's always been a priority, but it seems to me in the last few years we really have stepped it up. And Howard, you're the vice president of Karma. Tell me a little bit about that organization. When did it start, and what kind of things are you guys doing to make sure that these magnificent equine animals are taken care of after they retire?
Well, we've been at it about 12 years. I've been at it about 11. And, we used to have various fundraisers, poker tournaments. We had some great fun parties to raise money through the years. But with the pandemic going on last year, Billy was instrumental in a Karmathon on Pacific Classic Day and raised more money online and over the phone than we've ever raised before. And with the abbreviated racing, our income had dropped off, and it made up a lot. That Karmathon made up a lot of the ground that we lost. Normally on Aftercare Awareness Day, like tomorrow, we would have some ex-racers out on the track between races, jumping fences and barrel racing and doing pole bending and showing the versatility of the Thoroughbred. Because of the COVID restrictions, we really can't do that this year. We're co-sponsoring the Game League, which is always a great race. Co-sponsoring it with the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance, which Miss Auerbach was very instrumental in getting off the ground. That's the national organization. What we specialize in taking care of horses that are raced in California. We've got a very thriving placement program where horses that need getting off the track and finding a new career can settle down and mend. And we've had tremendous success having these horses go on and do other things like show horses, Western pleasure, dressage, all kinds of other endeavors. They're horses that want a job and are good at it and want to please. And they're not just wasted. We try to get them before they're really too torn up to perform in another endeavor. If they need retirement, we see to that also.
And Billy, our hat's off to you for doing that last year and coming through. And it just shows you how the horse racing community could come together, even just doing online. But of course, your efforts helped so much in raising so much money last year.
It was a pleasure. It was a team effort, to be honest with you. We had a lot of great people spend a lot of time on it, especially the folks at Grand Slam who helped us really with all the social media, and we couldn't have done it without them. And Lucinda, Natalie, and Howard, and all the people from Karma, Samantha, everybody. And it really, you're right. The community, and George made a good point that everybody's coming together. Everybody's realizing the importance of aftercare, and I think it's going to continue to grow, especially the way our society is now, and people realizing that these horses have to have second careers. Then that's what we do. It's actually very simple, and it's really easy. You can go to our website. You can donate there. karma4horses.com, I believe it is, or org. Oh, I should probably know the website. George probably knows it. .org. And or just just give a call. And especially the key thing is to spread the word, especially around the California horse community, because there's still some people who don't really know about Karma, and people have to retire horses all the time. I mean, that's an unfortunate part of our game. Obviously, none of us want them to get hurt, but sometimes they do, and they're forced into retirement. And when they do, call Lucinda, call Karma, and we're here to help. If we can't help, we'll find someone who can. Yeah,
well said. And like you guys have been doing this for years, and you keep raising awareness. Like you said, it's becoming even more and more important. Not that it always hasn't been, and that us trying to do this show and doing what we've been doing this whole meet, raising money for Karma, we're just trying to do our little part, but also to raise the awareness and let people know how important it is, where to donate and how to donate, and to keep this program going and thriving in the future.
100%. We couldn't do it without your efforts, Chappie, and what the Stronach Group, how much support they've given us, and they always do. Whether it's from the art department or having days at Santa Anita like this to raise awareness, it's vital to our existence. And as Howard alluded to, it was a real struggle when there was no races, because part of our fundraising efforts come from the actual purse account during the races. So when we weren't allowed to partake in that, our budget dropped tremendously. So a heartfelt thank you to all the people at the Stronach Group and Chappie and George and this show and everybody who's been involved. for continuing the support of Karma. We could not do it without you and all the fans out there listening. It's really important. Feel free to get involved. We could always use volunteers, and it doesn't really matter how much you give, whether it's time, money, whatever it is. Just keep it in your thoughts, and we'll keep working hard. And I know the Karma board continues to work hard to help these horses once they're done at the racetrack.
I have many friends on the board there at Karma. Obviously, Howard, fellow New Yorker, we go back a ways, and certainly great to have you as the vice president, Madeline, Samantha, everybody. But Howard, you guys have a secret weapon in Billy Koch. He is special. He's versatile. He's dynamic.
I thought you were going to say like something I didn't know, George. I thought you were going to say secret weapon.
Billy's not. There's no secret.
You're
There's
the secret
no
weapon,
secret.
man. You are.
No secret with Billy, man. He's right out front. He's done some wonderful interviews for us, and I mean, really, when it comes to auctioneering or raising money at our events, there's no greater guy to depend on. Might take a couple of Crown Royals to get him going, but
I think he's drinking one right now, Howard.
Oh no! I mean, listen, it's too early.
He convinced Richard Mandela to get on Mechanical Bull. Come on,
that's true.
Who could do that?
That was fun. We raised a lot of cash that night.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Tremendous event.
Aftercare awareness tomorrow. Certainly get involved if you can. Great organization, stellar to take care of these magnificent animals. And we're going to try to raise a little bit of money for Karma today. Each one of our handicappers, each one of our guests here are going to have $300 to play with, $300 in mythical money. They're going to try to turn it into over $1,000. If they do, then we're going to give Karma an additional $500 on top of the money we have already raised. So let's get right to it. And let's start out with Howard. You got $100 to win today on a runner. Who are you going with and why?
I'm going to go with the first-time starter and go hard with it. I bet $100 to win in the 5th race and the 6th horse. Trained by Gene Peterson, owned by Harris Farm. Got a couple of bullets in the gun. And I don't see anything in there that's very special. So I like the 6 to win for 100 in the 5th race. And then...
All right.
Looks like a sensible move to me, Tappy.
Very sensible. Yeah,
that is a sensible move. The homebred there, and Dean Pedersen, one of our favorites, George, flies under the radar, but a great horseman. And all right, Billy, I know you guys are friends, but it's time to beat him today because we're trying to make as much money for Karma as we can. Who you going with your $100 win bet and why?
Oh, I'm gonna get that done. I think I'm gonna go with my good friend and Chappie's good buddy in the 9th race. Is it? Yeah, 9th race, number 7, Mr. Brownstone. Now, this horse was named after one of my favorite songs from Guns N' Roses. I'm sure Howard knows it. Ran really well last time when he finally got stretched out to a mile and 1/8 on the grass. He cuts back to a mile today. He's had plenty of time to recover from that effort. Blinkers go on, so he figures to get an easy lead in here, I'm hoping. And my man, Mike Pipe, he's going to bring this home for Karma. Should get 4 or 5 to 1, so that's like a lock, $400 or $500 right there, and I'm on my way.
I love it. Our man, one of our best friends here at the track, Mike Pipey. Nice 5 to 1, Georgie. Pipey's good with the blinkers on, and he's been going with Valdivia quite a bit lately with the SARS. Hoorah! Back to you, George.
All right, Howie, you got $100 to work with an exacta. What race you going with, and how are you going to play that exacta?
Well, I'm gonna go back to the 6th horse in the 5th race, and put him on top, and play a $50 6-3. Really looked like that horse jumped up on the turf. And then a $50 6-11 with loving the clubhouse ride on the outside for Craig Lewis. He's had nothing but success with those horses.
Another sensible move.
Very
And
simple.
Juan Hernandez obviously looked good winning both stakes yesterday, Chappie. He did a great job with not the favorites. And so Juan Hernandez certainly riding with a lot of confidence on unusual ride. Love those clubhouse rides. So 6 over the 311 for Howie. Chappie?
George or Howard putting a lot of the eggs in one basket there was sensible move. I think he's got some inside info there. Billy, where are we going with our exact and why?
Well, I took the same path as Howard, actually. I'm going to stick with the horse I like to win, and that's Mr. Brownstone. And I'm going to bet him on top of 2 horses. One is Dean Peterson at 8-1 Carmelita's Man. I like the first-time gelding angle. I think that's very, very important. And he's 8-1, and I'm going to put him over the 1, George Herman Ruth, with Phil D'Amato and Rispoli. Obviously, they couldn't come through for us yesterday, but today is a new day. And if this thing comes 7-6, then Karma will automatically get the extra $500, which is why I did it. I tried not to be chalky today. You know, last time I think we were a little chalky. So today we're going to try to get a little some prices. But I like Howard's theory. If you're going to bet a horse to win, you might as well bet that same horse in the exacta.
I love it. Loads of confidence here, and he comes in 7-1 or 7-6. We will be hitting a home run there, maybe with George Herman Ruth for Karma.
Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to do that. I even wore my, Memorial Day Dodger hat as some, thank you for everybody's service out there, and enjoy Memorial Day. But we got more to do. I'm sorry. That was kind of my conclusion. But we'll go back.
Well said, Billy.
Double time, George.
Double time.
Got the daily double. Howard, daily double. Where are you going?
Once again, in the 5th race, I want to play the 3 and the 6 with the 3 in the 6th race. I think Danny Iscarity's horse with Emily Ellingwood on her showed a lot of speed and should improve off the last start. So I've got the in the 5th, the 3 and the 6th, and to the 6th race, the 3 horse.
George is mute there, I think. You're mute.
Oh, George is muted.
That's okay. All right, so he's got the 3-6, and then in the 6th race, the 3 horse finally getting off the rail after 2 starts in the 3-hole today at 6-1. All right, where we go with our double there, Mr. Koch?
Interestingly enough, I'm going to do the same race. I'm going to use the 6, but I'm going to go chalky here, and I'm going to go, because of Karma, I'm going to go with Samantha Siegel's horse, Sweet Sunny, the 9. Jessica Pfeiffer, as Howard alluded to already, is riding very well right now. This horse gets outside. She's a 10-time maiden. This will be her 11th start. She's knocking on the door. She's been favored in her last 2. She'll probably be favored again today. She has plenty of speed, and I think she's just better than the rest of these. And I'm going to key her to the next race, the 7th, to Dee's Delight for Doug O'Neill, who drops in for 50, even though she was running a Golden Gate. So she won there. Now she goes in for 50, and the 3 Keep Dancing. Kristen Mulhall's had a great meet. This filly just broke her maiden last time out, and I like that double. I like that kind of chalky, chalky double. Just try to pad my bankroll. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you're going to have quite the bankroll already, Billy, and that means in race 6, Georgie, it's girl power. We've got Emily Ellingwood on the 3 against Billy's pick, Jessica Pfeiffer on the 9. So I like it.
Yeah. I'll take Jesse.
It's also the Richie Baltas happy 60th birthday race. So
that's right. Happy birthday, Richie.
That's right. Now it's time for our tiebreaker. Do we have the wheel up?
Oh, the wheel of tiebreaker. I love it.
Wheel of tiebreaker.
Totally.
It's so homemade. I love that.
That's
George.
Georgie, so that's you, Howard. You get the
first pick.
Howard, you get the first pick in the tiebreaker.
And that was race what? Did we say?
3.
Race 3.
I don't think Howard can hear us. I think we lost
Howard.
Howard. We lost Howard.
George, why don't you go ahead and pick for Howard? I think he can't hear us. And we can't hear George. You're on mute. This is like the if we have three of us, would be the Three Stooges hour.
Oh, God. Candyman.
Warren's Candyman he took. Warren's Candyman.
Lost me, man.
Okay,
we can hear you, Howard.
we can hear you, Howard.
Warren's Candyman. I'm gonna stick with Pipey.
All right, I like it.
Funkenstein. I'm going all Pipey all the time. He's my guy.
Funkenstein, I like it. It's Pipey hour here, and it's like happy hour with nobody can hear or talk or see.
That's all right.
Other
2
than
versus 7. Guys, honestly, thank you for all your support. I really, really mean it. I know we've been talking about this a lot and how great the support of the Stronach Group and Chappie and George and these shows every week. I think it makes a difference, and keep on keeping on. We really do appreciate it. I can speak for Karma, and I know I speak for Howard, where this whole Aftercare program could not be done without everybody who supports it, including the fans and the handicappers and the trainers and the jockeys and everybody. It's a team effort, and we have to continue on that path if we are going to be successful. So thank you, and enjoy Memorial Day. Thank you for everybody out there, all you servicemen and women who protected our country. And I got the chills right now. So have a great weekend, everybody. I'm trying to keep it long because I know Howard's not going to be able to talk. So really, really appreciate you guys, and enjoy a great couple of days of racing at Santa Anita. And
we couldn't have said it better, Billy, and we're just following your lead. So thank you to you guys, and thank you to Karma, and let's raise some money. Right, George? I think George is gone, so let's end it there. We appreciate it, and good luck to everybody, and let's raise some money.